Hey guys, Marsinged here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to jump into the burst mode for the LR, Vegeta and Trunks and get one of the category missions done here with 6,000 points. We are going to do the worldwide chaos one. So I always say in these burst mode videos, remember, if you want to get these missions done but your box isn't the best for these teams, you can just pick the condition for only using that category. You'll only get 650 points for Worldwide Chaos or 1010 for Inhuman Deeds, but then you can beat the event. It'll just be the difficulty of a normal Dokkan event, get that mission done for completing it with the category team, and then you can work on getting a high score with another team that is, like, you know, one of your strongest teams, right? But for these videos, I always like to get 6,000 points with both of the selected categories just to show that it can be done. So we are going to go with the tech and int typings. I've done 500 or less team cost because the team build does use quite a few LRs. I've put on all of the nullification stuff, that makes sense, right? And then the damage reduction I've left off for R typings. And then we have the extra attack and defense by 100% there. 20% damage reduction to the enemy. One of the attack buffs. I always try and put on as few of them as possible. I don't mind if the enemy has a lot of extra defense and takes a bit longer to kill, as long as they can't just one-shot you, right? Makes it a little bit easier. So we've got the 100% attack raise there. No defense raises here at all. And then we have the enemy HP raised. Loads of extra HP, but that'll be fine. Attacks that do 100,000 or less will do 0. We don't have the rotation locking because that is terrible. And then the allies key -3. No items, no support memory. So bang on 6,000 points. Obviously, you could go for a higher score if you want to get a higher score and get more burst coins at the end. But this is the team that we are going to rock with. So, I mean, the Int Goku Black, probably, you know, by far the worst unit on the team. Definitely could switch him out for somebody else, but I think we should be fine with him on the team anyway. He's in. Is he on turn 2 or slot 7? Yeah, no, he's in slot 7. So he's not going to be here until turn 3 anyway. So I think we will be good here. I should have probably not just auto-played the map and actually tried to get some of the extra key, because there will be some potential key issues between some of the units. But then some of the other units are going to give themselves a bunch of extra key to the point where it's not really going to matter anyway. So Big Red Boss's Fierce Battle. Yeah, Big Red Boss's Fierce Battle. Well, we probably do want Piccolo Jr. to super attack because he can cook. So we probably should do that. And then we'll let Cell go off here. Cell being on main rotation is probably a good idea, because if we do end up dropping to 40% or below HP, then obviously he's going to transform, which then will turn him into an absolute powerhouse, as well as giving us a full heal, of course. But yeah, Piccolo Jr. should be able to do very, very well in this run. Obviously, much better if he's getting crits against the Trunks because of the type disadvantage. But he is able to put in a ton of work. He's such a good unit, right? Like, a lot of people considered him the best TUR after Golden Week anyway. But I think with he's had a bit of a resurgence now with the fact that he can be run on the Zamasu team and puts out such a great performance. I think people are really hyped for Demon King Piccolo again, so I like using him. You guys have seen me use him in a bunch of videos recently. The only thing that it does get a little bit annoying is the giant form, but it's one of those things where the giant form is super useful because it's free damage. It cancels out enemy super attacks for the turn you come out of the giant form, as long as they actually super you. So I mean, the giant form is nothing but positives for the run that you're doing. It's just one of those things where sometimes you would rather have smoother sailing with a run and not have to do that. But, you know, it's all good. So the key enemy minusing our key by 3, as you can see there, being a little bit awkward for the androids. But because we have all the tech orbs we can give them, then we're all good. Trunks supering in slot 1 makes no difference with the few attack buffs that we have given him, because Zamasu has 80% damage reduction. Because again, even though we are giving these units modifiers, remember that at its very core, this is just a Dokkan event. So if you don't give them many of the attack modifiers, then the event is never going to reach the kind of levels that, like, you know, red zone bosses are hitting you for, which is why I do personally prefer. I've seen people go for the quicker route to try and, like, blast through as quickly as possible and just kind of hope that you avoid any of, like, big supers and things like that. But I think the safer route is to go for giving the enemy more defense but a lot less damage, because then you're much less likely to run into those instances where you get really far through the event and then, like, a stray super attack just takes you out, right? Whereas I would prefer maybe the run takes a little bit longer, but we don't have any of those surprise like one shots anywhere, right? So I mean, as you can see, right, we're 2 turns in. We should finish off Trunks on turn 3, so it's going to take a few turns to get through here. We can probably just get away with doing this again, although yeah, not a lot of orbs for Cell, sadly. And then Goku Black, of course, on this rotation. Not really doing very well here. Piccolo Jr. going to be hard carrying on this turn, but he's capable of doing it. 9.3 million out the gate. Can we get a crit here? I suppose actually it doesn't matter, does it? Because he's super effective against all types when there's only one enemy, him and the Goku, so that is beneficial. But Cell getting the extra super here is obviously very big for us, because the normal attacks from these two guys are just going to do 0 damage, right? Unless they crit, potentially. But yeah, so let's move on to... we've got Trunks and Vegeta together here. This is their SSR art, right? So I think we can hold off on the active skill for the androids at the moment, I think. Because we can do this, and then because we can get all of these as well. So both the Zamasus should be looking pretty good on this turn. No big bad bosses, sadly, because the tech androids don't have it, but still a pretty good rotation for them. Zamasu getting a couple of hits in order to get some build up, getting the additional super. My Zamasu is 79%, the friend one is Rainbow. Everyone on the team is obviously fully link leveled. But yeah, this rotation, obviously not the craziest. It still is a shame that the Infusion Zamasu is relegated to being a floating unit on this team because of the same name issue, but he obviously can still be very, very good on this team, especially in an event like this, where we're not going up against, like, you know, the toughest level boss. This guy can be very good because he's raising defense on all of his supers. He always gets a guaranteed additional if you get the 18 key. I think mine has a pretty decent amount of additional in the hidden potential, although sadly we only get a normal attack off of it. And we even get a dodge as well. So strong turn from him there. And now I think we can go through the plan. This is how I probably will just run the rotations now, right? Have Zamasu and then Piccolo. Cell not getting key fairly consistently is not great. But it is what it is, I guess. I mean, Zamasu having type advantage over this phase is obviously very good for us as well. So we're able to get through a little bit quicker thanks to the damage. But now that he doesn't have type disadvantage, well, again, I can always forget that Piccolo is effective against all types of one enemy. I was going to say, now that we don't have type disadvantage, we can maybe get through this bit a little bit quicker thanks to Piccolo. But it wasn't actually having an effect on him before anyway. But yeah, look at the numbers this guy puts out. Mine's 79%, right? So he's still 2 dupes away from being fully maxed out. And those are the kind of numbers that he just casually throws out here in slot 2. He's only got Fierce Battle and Big Bad Bosses active with Zamasu as well. I don't think he's getting any extra links from Cell. But then, there you go. There's another super attack. So... funnily enough, we're going to get to a point where I think we're going to get to like the final phase and Int Goku Black is going to not have attacked a single time. Yeah, he's transforming into Rosé now and he hasn't attacked a single time yet. So, is this phase tech or any other phases tech? No, these guys are STR. Well, this could be a little bit scary, I suppose. We could, I guess, go ahead and use the... active skill for the androids here just to kind of keep Goku Black protected. I think I will do that actually because obviously he's had no build up whatsoever so far, so whilst you could probably argue that I should keep it for the final phase, I think it's probably useful to use it here so that we can actually get some stacks for Goku Black, or at least a stack, because pre-EZA it's not like he has any built-in additionals or anything like that. So mine does have a decent amount of additional, but, you know, didn't come through. So, yeah, I think we have to be a little bit careful with him. But I think we should be okay. Again, remember, I didn't give them a huge amount of the attack buffs. So, unless he gets tagged by a super, he should be okay for the most part. Double super from the tech androids, we'll take that. Didn't give them many orbs, unfortunately. So, obviously, no particularly crazy numbers for them. But... I'll take every little extra bit of damage, because why not? Right, so let's go for... I do ideally want to save all those int orbs for Zamasu, but... I mean, I guess Piccolo does have a pretty high chance of getting additionals in the second slot. And then we give those to Zamasu, but we only get the 12 key. So where you can see the -3 key thing really kind of coming back to bite us a little bit. I think maybe, considering how little damage we have been taking throughout the entire event, I think in retrospect, I probably would put on less of the key modifier, right? Like, maybe take it off completely. And maybe give them a little bit extra attack. Because I don't really feel like at any point throughout the run we have been particularly in danger. Although we haven't really eaten like any super attacks. So I guess we'll see if we do actually end up taking one. That's another major difference with this, between this and like doing the red zone, right? Because in a normal Dokkan attack, it's not one of those things where you just, a Dokkan attack, in a Dokkan event, you don't expect them to always just like super attack you every turn. Whereas in the red zone, or something of its equivalent, you kind of always do just expect that. But, oh, let's go. Not only did they super, but look at that. I haven't seen this anime. I can't even remember the last time I saw that. So there you go, getting the Int Zamasu super attack counter. That makes it all worthwhile. So, yeah, let's go ahead and use the domain for one of the Zamasus here straight away. We always have the other one as a backup if we want to use it afterwards. So now we have Infinite Zamasu, unable to take any damage. Go ahead and grab this. Will this drop down the physical orbs? Yes. And there we go. Not quite the 18 key super, but yeah, this is going to be a pretty good turn now. I mean, now that the domain is out, right, we're doing more damage. We're against a super type enemy, so we should just be all good now. 9.5 for Zamasu. I mean, like, if you don't have Zamasu, you can use, like, is it the Tech Exchange Boo is Worldwide Chaos Leader? I think, is it the Tech Androids have Worldwide Chaos as one of their 170s? But Zamasu is obviously, like, the go-to friend leader that you want to use, right? Because remember that the team cost restriction does include the friend as well. So if you are bringing an LR as your leader and an LR as a friend, then obviously that's 2 units that are increasing your team cost by a pretty decent amount. Yeah, they did 117k to Int Goku Black. Imagine if he got his Easy A today instead of Future Gohan. It would have been significantly better for this run overall, but you know, it is what it is. Still crossing my fingers that he gets his Easy A in part 3, but I guess we'll have to see. Alright, so they're going to super attack Cell. How much are they going to do here? Cell got 2 supers off this turn. Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, we definitely went very light on the enemy's ability to attack us here. So I think, like I say, in retrospect, I probably would get rid of the key and go for more. Trying to avoid getting the super here, because trying to avoid getting the Dokkan attack. Because now, look at Zamasu, 12.5 million. Because now we should be able to just Dokkan attack next turn, and we're going to be able to do a ton of damage. So. Should I just do this? Do it with you? Because, I mean, you don't have type disadvantage, so I think I will. I think I will do this. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Get the Dokkan attack here, get a nice full heal. Goku Black obviously going to get more stacks, so he's going to take less damage. I do think, though, it's very likely, after we saw the amount of damage that he took from a normal attack, unless he gets, like, a double super here, or even then, he's potentially going to take a lot of damage, potentially even fatal damage, if he gets hit by a super attack in slot 3. But we'll see how we go. So we hit all the nodes for the Dokkan attack. Fusion Zamasu now able to link with our LR Zamasu now that he's in Infinite Zamasu mode. So 13 million damage, no crit on the Dokkan attack. Then we get the guaranteed additional super to do another 3.5. Look at that difference, right? The Dokkan attack doing so much extra damage because of the Dokkan modifier, but because of the massive amounts of HP that we have given the enemy now, we still have quite a ways to go. But that's absolutely perfect. Yeah, you attack, you super attack Infinite Zamasu and not Int Rose. That is exactly what I want you to do. So, can we get an additional super for Rose here? Maybe get some extra defensive stacks in there. Nope. 81k still. By far the weakest link on the team, but you know, what can you do? So we'll do this. Let's go for those. Those. And then, at least because of the key bonus from the domain, even if it's not the 18 key super for like Cell, we are able to actually get the super attack. So that is really good. And then Piccolo obviously getting hit in slot 1 gets the extra buff. We do get the additional super. So yeah, I mean, slowly but surely we are just chipping away. I mean, you can kind of see, this is what I was talking about, right? The strategy for this run is it takes a little bit longer to get through because the enemy obviously has a lot more HP. They have the extra damage reduction. They have that little bit of extra defense. But aside from Goku Black potentially catching a stray, like we're not in a situation where it's going to be easy for us to die here. So definitely looking pretty good. I think, will we be able to win next turn? I don't know. I don't think Infinite Zamasu, whilst being invincible, of course, which is very good, doesn't quite do the damage that the other guys do. Oh, we can use his active. I can't even remember the last time I saw his active skill. I'm actually going to watch it because, yeah, I genuinely do not remember the last time I used this. So.
The time has come to open the earth and wash everything away. Rejoice, for the world of gods is at hand. Lightning of absolution.
All right, so we'll let Sky Masu go first. Do this. Then we do this. Now, I'm a bit worried about them being tech, and I'm pretty sure the Vegeta and Trunks don't have a Ki Blast super attack, but we did get a lot of tech orbs. They do have very, very high defense. They are going to get to super attack first as well. So I think we should be okay. That would be pretty brutal if we were not, but Infinite Zamasu getting a crit, very good. Fusion Zamasu should do a ton of damage now. Yeah, 8.8, and then we have the guaranteed 12 key super coming as well. Is this going to be enough? I think it is. Maybe? Does he need to crit here? Come on, finish him off. The turn with the active skill as well. You love to see it. Oh, no crit. But we get the extra super from the hidden potential, so that should be all she wrote for Vegeta and Trunks here. Thanks to the dominance of the Infusion Zamasu. There you go, a crit to seal the deal as well. So there you go. That was the run with Worldwide Chaos for 6,000 points using the Int and Tech build. Like I say, you know, various different ways you could do this. You can give them less defense and a bit more attack and kind of sort of take your chances and get through a little bit quicker. But I definitely find this way is a lot safer. You don't end up getting like 10 minutes into the run and then getting killed in the last phase by a super attack. So I find these ways are a little bit more reliable to get all the way through and get it done. So there you go, 6,000 points. We can go ahead and collect the mission rewards here. So burst mode missions, obviously we've done the Worldwide Chaos team, we've done the 6,000 points, which is all you need to do for the missions. So the only thing we have left to do now is the Inhuman Deeds team. As I say, we'll do that and we'll get the 6,000 points for them as well anyway. But obviously if you were somebody who did a run just like this, where you get 6,000 points with the Worldwide Chaos team, now literally all you would have to do is put the Inhuman Deeds modifier on and use any team you want, no other modifiers. Super easy, and then you're done. But yeah, there you go. So let me know what team build and what modifiers and stuff you guys picked for the Worldwide Chaos one down below in the comment section. And yeah, we'll do the Inhuman Deeds one next. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.